Shalom, family. We have made it to our destination. It's beautiful. It sounds so peaceful, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Oop.
It's gonna be muddy out here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, And actually, the property line is just on the other side of that bridge. Just right over this way. Other side of this tree. So, yeah. So this is another lot that's over on that side. It goes from the road this way and up the hill, and then another 5-acre lot over there.
So would this be a part of the land right here?
Just on this other side of this tree is not.
Okay. But
Right.
it's here.
So, this side of the tree. Yeah, right? So the line is right through here.
Okay, so it stops
Yeah.
right here. Oh, okay, I see it. Right.
Yeah.
Get you.
So,
And then, who does, do we know who
I
this belongs
can find out.
to? I would love to talk to that person.
Yeah, and
Just if it's just this part.
because certain parts along the creek, I mean, this is up high, and somebody could build over here if they
Exactly.
wanted to, but it may be that, a lot of people, they buy land planning to build and they never do.
I hear that a lot.
Oh,
I hear
it's
that a lot.
all the
I
time.
hear that a lot.
I've got one under contract right now that they had planned to build, and then they never did, and now their plans have changed. So, and that happens. So the creek goes under the driveway, and there's a culvert right under there, so you can see it flowing through. And this is year round. This
Really?
creek is year round, yes. And in the summertime, over on this other side, it's deep enough you can put in with inner tubes and float.
Oh, man.
You bet.
I was looking at that too.
So, and I'll
That's
show you that in a minute.
cool.
But let's go ahead and go in the house.
Yes.
Are you taping it?
Uh-huh.
That's a good thing about snow, clean the shoes.
Taught me something new.
Right? Clean the shoes.
It doesn't seem to be pushing you. A little bit. So you've got a little bit of tile here at the entrance.
Okay.
I'll just leave this open for the light when we get a lot of light. So this is passive solar. This helps to keep it warm downstairs as well.
Okay.
So this is the master.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, okay.
it's the biggest bedroom. Like I said, it doesn't have an attached bathroom
That's okay.
for the master.
Not at all concerned about that.
Okay.
We're simple living. Simple living.
So
This is
so you've
gorgeous.
got, great views here, and you're going to have wildlife. Yes, ma'am. You're going to have elk. You're going to have. You just lift that with your foot. He's going to put a handle on it. He just lifts it up with his foot, and there's your hot water heater.
Okay.
And, yeah. Now what he does is this is a gas
Okay.
stove.
Cool.
So it has a thermostat, and he just keeps it set at about 55 when they're not here.
Okay.
And he doesn't do anything downstairs, and that keeps everything plenty warm. For the
Wow.
pipes and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And Did you get it back in?
Trying.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've done it too.
You can do so much with this.
He's gonna put a handle on it. Or change it any way you might want him to change it. Like I said, I think we can get it here. And storage and so forth. Go right in there. So it's not fancy.
No, it doesn't need to be.
It's a cabin, but it's large, you know, for a cabin. Because the downstairs is just as big.
And you can add so much
They
to.
leave it open.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just so it doesn't get stale inside.
You can add so much. Is this gonna stay?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they took everything out that they were going to take.
Okay.
How do you get downstairs?
So, well, see that I was explaining that too.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate it. And it's this way. So you've got your enclosed area here, and then you've got
This is nice.
spiral staircase. Now this could probably be redone so it's not a spiral.
That's skinny,
you know, and it is tight. So Dave, you're kind of a good sized guy.
Yeah.
Right down there, it's going to get kind of tight.
Yeah, it is.
It's a little tight. They're not big people,
Yeah.
and you're not very tall.
At all. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say. Petite. So, but you know, it worked for them. And you've got a wood stove here. He used this as a workspace down here.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, you could change that easily.
you know,
Al.
I think you could. You could even put one that goes straight this
Straight,
way,
yeah, and then
the
up.
other way.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know.
Because there's enough space. I think they were trying to be
so.
cute, like trying to do something nice. Like
Yeah, and this is he's got a spot here.
okay.
You can run. There's a spigot right here, so you can open this window and run a hose back here.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is to the generator.
Okay.
It's outside.
A backup generator,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This
Get
is the that another one of those. Yeah, I know, but it does have a handle on it.
It does.
So you've got just a shower down here.
Oh, okay. That is what you meant.
The lights are, electricity's on. You can turn.
Oh, there we
those
go.
on. Yeah.
All right.
So now you'll have to cover those windows, or your kids will be peeking at each other. So.
Yeah.
This actually, I think they added this part on, and so or decided afterwards or something. So here's your
Okay.
works.
A workspace.
Yeah. Well, this is this is where the batteries are in
Oh, yeah,
here,
that's all the
and
batteries.
I think we have to
Shouldn't that.
take this out. Yeah, and then.
I saw
Open that up.
when I lifted it up a little bit.
Oh, did you? Okay. And you know, you just have to make sure these have water in them.
Okay.
And here is the card for the person in Salida that services it every year.
Okay.
So he knows the system. He was actually here the very first time I came out.
This is
Because
gorgeous.
Joe wanted to make sure that it was really good. Working. But he has to make, you know, he's the engineer. So, filter system here. And that's your pressure top.
This is just gorgeous, family.
Really well. And,
Very simple.
it's not. It's really not. So, and it's,
I have a friend who has his land, and he told me exactly everything as far as solar panels that I want to pull.
oh, good, okay.
So,
And you can always add.
yeah.
You can make it there is a pipe here because they were looking at putting a barn right here. So it's ready if you wanted to do something like that.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what
So
that
the plumbing
pipe
is already like,
Yes.
so you could just have it hooked up?
Yes.
That's neat.
So it's there, and that's
So the
one of
kids can have
that's one
their
of the
little-
tables there to hide it.
Their little snacky
Yeah, you can
type
do,
stuff down
yeah,
here.
Sure. So this is the other 2 bedrooms, and these are pocket doors. So they're not huge.
Yeah, this is fine. They don't
But-
need a bunch of space. We're not
They got
planning on
5
having them.
acres.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
That's why.
We don't plan on having them in the house that much.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's a big floor.
How many boys? How many girls?
2 boys, 2 girls.
2 of each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this is
actually,
plenty.
if you wanted, you could probably even build another bedroom.
That's what we.
Close this in and
Uh-huh.
make 1 more bedroom. Now,
Yeah.
this is a gas heater.
Okay.
And it's not on, and you feel how and you've got the passive solar here
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
He never turns it on when they're gone, just keeps that one upstairs going.
Okay.
At about 55,
Okay.
and that's it.
And that's it.
So, it keeps it really nice.
This is very nice and tidy.
Yes.
And neat
It is.
and clean. Like it's just,
like I said, it's not fancy,
No.
but it's big.
but it's
You've got
so
a
much space.
Good size to have a living area down
Mhm.
here, as well as upstairs.
As well as upstairs.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
Plenty
you
of
can-
space.
And you'll be separated from them.
Yeah. I know. It's like,
Of course,
hey.
you could maybe even do a door over here if you wanted, but I
That
don't
is
know.
true.
That's a thought.
Right?
So,
Uh-huh.
you know.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. So this is, because this is only, partially built.
Resume.
So you come out here. Now it goes, and you'll see on the map that I showed you, it goes over the top of this ridge. And on
Wow.
the other side. Now, the only thing that you have to do with this creek, David, is occasionally beavers are building dams, and you just pull them apart, and
Okay.
it's not that hard.
Okay.
The main things, and once they figure out they're not going to be able to stay there, they'll go away.
No beavers.
Maybe.
Huh?
Okay, it's a little muddy over here, but it's up to you.
So how deep does this go?
Well,
Jump in, see.
I'm not sure. Quite honestly.
Did they ever put fish or anything in there?
Well, if you put them in, they're not going to stay right
Yeah,
here.
you'll have to build a little fence. That way the water can still pass through and you could be able to have.
Yeah, you could do that. So.
This is gorgeous, family. Gosh. Oh, the Most High, you bless us with this one. Man.
So you can control that. You can pull that apart. I think Joe might use that to keep it from flowing from something else. I don't know.
You know what? Because this is one thing where, because it goes.
It just winds.
Yeah, it does. It just winds
This is
around.
what it is. This is what I would think.
What? Oh, for this pond over here.
Yeah, for it to be stocked up.
Well, that's very likely. Very likely.
This is so cool. So then so right here in this area,
Yeah.
we could just put something.
What do you mean?
Over here too, right? Or no?
What?
You mean right here?
Oh, you mean to fence it?
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah,
could
I
just
guess
kind
you
of
could,
put
or
like-
you could do it at the other end.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
that's
To
true.
have more room.
To have more space, yeah.
Yeah.
We just
So-
have to see. We have to
And
look
we
at
can
the,
go
at the
around.
map
Let's-
again.
Okay.
Around.
See.
And are you freezing?
No, I'm
Are
fine.
you?
Yeah. As long as I'm moving and the sun is out, I'm
Yeah.
okay.
It makes a huge difference.
Yes, it's just when there's no sun.
Yeah. Now, there's the railroad track.
Yes, we saw that.
Saw that.
And
So,
what about the siren?
every day,
Does it make a sound like a...
at the crossing, we're a mile away, at where we turned off of 160.
Okay.
Can you get through here?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, and it stops right there. See, I can go in and I can pull those up.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Now the willows, you know, the willows are hard to,
To get up
well,
or to clean
they
out?
tend to want to come back. But if you keep at it, you know, just like weeds in your yard,
Yeah.
same thing.
That's
Same
true.
thing.
That's true.
But they will always. It's like the scrub oak. Oh my gosh. We have a lot of that on our property.
This is
And that
just...
propane is leased, right? That's what I read.
Yeah, I believe so, yes. There's your wellhead right there.
Okay.
And it's only 100, about 100, 120 feet
Okay.
with the creek and everything.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Remember the other one they were talking about?
Yeah,
2,000 feet?
2,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Something
Tell me
crazy.
about the house in Falcon. Is it off grid?
It is, but I don't know that it's this off-grid. Like, this is actually exactly what we were looking for. Exactly. The distance it is away from town and everything.
Now you're only about 10 to 12 miles from Fort Garland.
Okay.
Okay. And there's a grocery store there.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then Alamosa is
Okay.
about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And still just 2 lanes. Look at that hawk taking off. Oh, he just stopped. And then of course, do you see him?
Yeah, the hawk.
Look at that hawk. You see that? You just missed it.
He's hunting.
He is.
So, it's, and then of course Levita or Walsenburg, but Alamosa does have, you know, it's bigger, so
Yes.
it's got Walmart and all of
Okay,
that.
so I can find my Walmart there if I
yes,
needed to
you
just
can.
go into town for whatever.
I'd rather go to the locals.
Yeah, we're just going to be doing a lot of local stuff
Yeah,
anyway.
well, that's
Talking to
good.
the
You
local
want to
people.
support local businesses.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what they're about.
And there's some restaurants in Fort Garland.
Okay.
There's a really good, watch where you're stepping.
Okay.
So he, when this is green, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it
Imagine, 'cause
is.
We just came from a place where literally they had to use dynamite to make the homes and stuff because
Really?
it was it was that much rock. Literally,
Wow.
I'm trying to plant.
Seriously.
and I'm pulling up boulders.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
Well, you came from Lubbock though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Like Caprock. Yeah.
mhm.
You might want to come this way.
Okay.
it looked like he built something or did something.
Yeah, it does look like he did a little
Like he did a
something. Like he
little-
was trying to.
Like he
This
made a
may
little.
just be from snow melt,
Might.
and it'll just evaporate. I've never seen this. This is the first time I've seen this be wet. But-
It could be changed to something.
and you know, you could probably make a drain
That's
so that it
right.
goes
Uh-huh.
right in here into the creek.
Oh my gosh, the kids are
It's
gonna
all
love
so
this.
Irrigated.
Oh,
If you planted a garden, you probably wouldn't have to water.
yes,
That's the
yes.
thing. Now, if it got really dry, you
Of
might.
course, yes.
But so. Isn't this nice?
This is just breathtaking and
And
peaceful.
those deer that I had on the picture.
Yes.
They were right here when I was up that day. It was early morning. I took pictures.
You don't want to take a picture?
I did.
You did a
The
good
one
job.
In the bathroom, you can see me in the mirror. I couldn't get a picture without being in the mirror, so I said, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Our daughter was like, hey, someone's in the picture.
Yeah, I try to avoid that, and sometimes you can't. So look, you've got lots of room here.
Yes. So much room for the
Have
kids to
animals.
play. We can have our animals.
Yep. And so you can put on, you can put in the creek right over here and float all the way down here.
Wow.
You what? I'm sorry.
Is there any restrictions?
Well,
It's a barn.
did I email you the covenants for St. Crystal Ranches? Did I not? I got them, and I can email them to you. It's 2 pages. It's nothing.
Okay.
And you don't pay any fees.
Exactly. I do remember you telling me we didn't pay any fees.
You can have horses.
Wow. Now, do the people down here have any livestock?
Not at the moment. it.
Okay.
So
I think they had a horse once.
down there.
Okay.
You see? Right here.
Oh, yeah,
where
I
it
see.
ends.
Is that the
So we put our
end?
flint. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the fence down there.
That's what
Okay. And then over the mountain too?
Pardon?
She said.
And then you said a portion of our property is over the mountain?
Over the hill.
What?
A little bit. If you look at we'll look at the map and I'll show you.
That's what I was
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Here's the barn.
I wouldn't mind having, we can have our, we can have a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. And you've got doors down there.
'Cause we
You
plan
can
on
drive
building-
in. You know, you're probably going to
Yes.
want a riding lawnmower because this is some space to, I mean, you could do it by hand, but
Yeah.
you want to.
No, that was one of the things you'd already talked about.
Yeah, I think a riding lawnmower would be good.
This is nice.
So it's well done.
They have just really kept this.
Well, he takes good care of everything.
Elderly gentlemen.
They're in their 70s,
Okay.
and I don't know. His wife one day just decided, you know, this is a little much for us to take care of, and so. He always does whatever she says. Thank you. Good. Thank you.
Just take this time out right now to thank the Most High for this right here. We have one more house we're going to show you all today too, family. But this right here is just, oh my goodness. It's just breathtaking. In the words of Mommy Deborah, breathtaking. Almost slipped. Need to get me my Texas boots.
That was one of my favorite restrictions. The only thing about it was
I'll send you the comments. Like I said, it's not even a full 2 pages.
What was it? We couldn't have cows or
And the
something.
thing is, because there's no paying, everybody says, well, they don't really enforce them. So they are recorded,
Yes.
but no one does anything about them. So
Those
you
are
can do
ducks.
pretty much anything
Ducks.
you want over here. Real ducks?
Yes.
All right.
We've got
And
ducks.
geese. Sometimes you'll have geese too.
All right.
we'll
So it
stop
should, but
them
it
here.
shouldn't be any problem with farm animals, right? Like as far as like cow.
Right.
Okay.
I don't think anybody can have pigs.
Yeah, we don't.
want them.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't.
Good.
We don't
That's all
even
about.
deal with pig at
I
all.
think that's the only thing that nobody allows.
Yeah.
So see, you've got damming up there too.
Oh wow.
So
The beavers did that?
yeah.
What? Are you serious?
This right here.
Man, they are skilled.
People don't do that. So
I'm like needing a beaver.
you might.
Can we hire a beaver to come in?
So his grandkids, he says, they'll put in right here
Okay.
and float down to the house and get out.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, those and those, they'll make it go by faster so they're able to go through.
Can you see this, family? Let me try to focus a little
Of
bit.
course,
Oh, there we
that's not
go.
on your property.
Not that part, right?
No,
Which part's not our property?
the dam.
Our property stops right here
Yeah.
at the end of the fence.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end of the fence, right?
Right. And then
So
we go
straight across.
That dam
Go
is
straight
it'll
up.
go straight up.
straight up this way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's where we put our barrier right here.
Yeah.
So close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know
That
it's
is
very,
nice.
I know it's like very, very, very.
Oh, I imagine it's
marshy
kind of
right
wet over
there,
there.
so.
Well,
Yeah.
especially right now.
Okay.
But it may get dry enough in the summer, and then you can come all the way out here.
I'll have to do it when it's wet, and then the summer.
Well, yeah. Water stuff, it's not
I hope you all are enjoying this. Let me do that real quick. There you go. This is just simply gorgeous. Get our families out here.
Okay, so you have to look. My wife is
on the road. If I see on the road, I stop. If it's road, I don't
It's a pretty little tree or bush.
Now, so actually, technically, this is on the other property, but you know, so
Oh,
what?
I see it.
It's not that big a thing, you know. It's not far that you can still float down this way.
That's cool.
This is your picnic spot right here.
Yes. Yes,
You can see
definitely.
some mountains over that way.
Exactly.
So you don't have the big mountain views,
That's okay.
but you know.
We got a mountain. That's not much to say about people in Texas.
And now I know. The tourist train goes this way too. And that's only a couple of times a week, right? At least it was last year. If they, I don't, you know, sometimes they're always changing how often. They used to be every day.
Okay.
But typically, kids love it when the tourist train goes.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But
That's cool.
so there's a railroad guy. But
This is beautiful.
And it takes, that's the tourist of
well, and they do concerts up on the mountain and up in the middle of Little Vita Pass. And if you Google Alamosa,
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, look at this.
wow,
Something got attacked.
that's a deer.
That's a deer leg.
Yeah, that's a deer.
Would ate you?
I imagine. Well, it could have been a coyote.
A coyote, or do they have mountain lions out here?
yeah.
Up there?
More that way.
More this way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mountain lions.
Probably, but well, this is exactly that way too. I've seen them. I've seen tracks around my deck.
Are you serious?
Have you ever seen one?
No. Well, I saw one in the distance, and it was on the edge of town where we came out of town.
Uh-huh.
I saw something. I saw a shadow. It was dusk, and it had a long tail. Had to be a mountain lion. Had to be. Okay, so we're at 83:30. So even in the middle of the summer afternoons, it's not going to get that wind
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
I mean, it might get in the, you know, as long as it was last year. It might get in the high 80s. I hope not, but you know, it might. Because it'll get in the low 90s at my house, and I'm at 75. Is it too wet right here? Do you need to
This
go
is
in there?
fine. Mm-mm. This is just fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's 30-something degrees in the sunshine. It's not bad here at all.
Wow.
Well, like I was saying, this is now it's got snow melt too, but
Yeah.
you can have you a nice garden.
Yes.
Now, you don't have any water rights on this, so supposedly you're not supposed to take any water out. Animals can come up and drink from the stream,
Okay.
and you know.
Can people come and test our water?
They're not gonna do what?
If there are people that come test our water in the store.
They might come and see if you're using any of this water,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to. You may have helicopters that go around and look for ponds that aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And they make them empty them.
Make them empty the pond.
Yeah. You're not allowed to do that. You know, water's a big deal here.
We haven't found it.
It's a huge deal. Yeah.
They said, do we?
It's supposed to be here.
Yeah, this one's supposed to be here, right?
Yeah.
You know, anything, you can make something that looks like a beaver dam. And so
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't do this. The beavers did
The
it.
Beavers did that.
That'll be one of the things that you
Yeah,
little
right.
fence, and you just had it laid down and you still have the water flowing through. It's not stopping the
Oh,
water
no.
flow.
Are beavers like nocturnal?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Have you ever seen one up close?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, out here?
In the wild, I have not.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
The wind is kind of hard because
Oh,
I see that that fence fell down.
Oh,
So that was one of the things
I did not know about that. You know, that man that came broke all the, we were 4 days, well, there's still people without power.
Wow.
You're not going to have to worry about that here.
No.
But, yeah, this is what we need.
I don't hear about the street.
Solar panels. Oh, look. That's just gorgeous.
For the price?
This is a straight up
And they,
that. Okay, so this goes underneath.
uh-huh.
Okay. A beaver did this?
No, I think Joe did these big ones here. It's
Okay.
just for, you know, because this is where the culvert is. You don't want to go off the,
Yeah.
it's for safety.
Okay. This
Because
is
you don't want
just-
to go into the creek.
No. I want to stay out the creek.
Now, of course, you have to do your own plowing of your drive, but this road out here will be plowed.
Okay.
So, and
Oh, man. Well, family, this is it. This is the house
pardon?
that we may be purchasing. Stay tuned. Love you and shalom.